And this is a demonstration of what the Science in Motion PuttLab can do. And one of the first things here, we can record a putting stroke, and then we can actually show it to the client from numerous angles. And those numerous angles are from above, like we're looking at right now, and we can look at it as the putt comes down the line. We can look at it from behind and see exactly what the head's doing. We can look at it from the side. We can also put impact spot on it, and then if we look at it from down the line, we can see exactly where the ball is making spot contact on it. We can show the shaft plane as it goes through, and we can see that a lot better from this angle. We can also look at it from here. We can take the plane off and we can put the shaft or the putter movement. Let's look at that from the top. So all these things that we can do with the technology today really helps the client start to understand what the putter is actually doing. Here's a look of what the shaft is doing when it's going back. So virtually we just need to move the client a little closer to the ball on this one, and we'll have a good thing for the client. So when we show the client this, they begin to realize real fast that their putting stroke is usually has a lot of areas of improvement, and that here at the Academy we can help them move right along. So we have training sessions available, we have evaluations and putter fitting also. So all these things can be done and reviewed in 3D. And this is the Jess Hansen Golf Academy in Blue Springs, Missouri. Hi, and welcome to Jess Hansen Golf Academy. What I have on the screen right now is what's called the GASP video system, and I'm able to record a down-the-line video with a USB camera. I'm able to show ball flight, and I'm able to show on this screen what the SAM Balance Lab can do. So I'm going to take this video, and we're going to just run the video. What happens is the client takes a swing, the video is recorded automatically, it's put in a queue, and it's also played back to the client immediately after impact, and it shows what the client's weight distribution is. It shows ball flight there on the left, and we can also just take this video here. When we move it into the queue, it immediately shows the ball flight there on the upper right portion of the screen, and when we tell it to play, then we can watch the actual swing. And down here in the lower right hand corner we see two cylinders, red and blue. The red is the left weight on the left, and the blue is the weight on the right. And this client's working on getting his weight more on the right side at address and during impact, and if he can get this straightened out, then he will be able to hit the ball a lot straighter and a lot farther. So the client can actually come in, and when they press this red button over here, they can actually look at their swing, and if they want to go back and let's say they want to look at this swing, then there's the ball flight on it, and then they just press play. And again, now the client's got the weight a little more on the right, as you can see on the discs. And when the client gets this down, then they can really hit a lot straighter shot. And this client struggles with getting his weight set up because of old habits. So he continues to work on it, and get things going in the right direction. If we pan over here, we can see a screen of what's called KVest. KVest is biofeedback technology. It's training that a client can do by themselves, or they can do it with an instructor. What happens historically is the client comes in, we record one swing, we go over if the client's in a kinematic sequence or not, and we can show the client then what they're doing and how we can work to improve their golf swing with getting in right positions or correct positions instead of over rotation. Here's a client manager. We can go in here and we can say, okay, let's take a look at this swing, and let's take a look at what the results were. Matt would get a printed copy of this and he would take it with him, and then it shows everything here that's going on, such as alignment. He's a little bit open with his upper body. His posture is a little off here. He's bent over a little too far towards the ball. His pelvis position, he only rotated 28 degrees away from the ball. In his backswing, his pelvic side bend, which is basically the right hip, was totally green, so it's within the range of PGA Tour. Here again is his pelvis and his upper body turn, and he turned 28 degrees away from the ball. Anything minus is away from the ball, anything positive is towards the target. So he turned 28 degrees and his upper body turned 71 degrees away from the ball. And I look for a 2-to-1 ratio here to show the client that they don't have to take it all the way back and see the club head out of their left eye. All they have to do is take it back minimally, wrap your shoulders up around it, and then turn through. Here the client turned at 34 degrees towards the target, and his pelvis turned 45 degrees. Historically, we want the pelvis to be more and the shoulders to be less, so he's a little over the top. His pelvis movement all throughout the swing was all green, so he scored 100%. And as we move down through here, we work on what his pelvis and what his upper body is doing in conjunction. And then we have a way that we begin to train. Here's the exercises in the middle where we're going up and down with the cursor. And we look at these things in KVest in hierarchy, what makes the most difference the quickest. Alignment, posture, and pelvic turn at the top are the three big things that begin to start to show the client what they need to do to get better. And here's an example of just the upper body, and if the client had the vest on, then he could turn right into it. And here's a little cylinder down here, and when this gets into that cylinder, he gets a nice audio feedback tone. We mentioned the Balance Lab, and we'll see if we can turn this around and get down here to the Balance Lab so we can take a look at it exactly here on the ground. And it's not going to show up real well in this light, so I'll just explain it to you. But we do have the SAM Balance Lab, which is where the footwork comes through, and all the information on the shot, which shows me ball speed, launch angle in degrees, the azimuth, which is the club face, whether it's open or closed, the backspin on the ball, the total distance that the ball ended up rolling and flying, and the total flight distance, or how far did it carry, the height in feet, and we can see if the client has side spin, or if he has a draw spin, would be a minus number. Side spin positive to the right would be a positive number, and then it'll show the amount of yards that it's offline. So all these things are available for use here at the Jess Hansen Golf Academy, and this is a brief overview of what the equipment can do for any client. Thanks for watching.